It's red left switch, Z right, sprint right G, U corner, halfback flat. Nice and easy. Let's walk it. Here we go.
All right, boys. You all asked for it. By popular demand, it's a Ben Johnson galaxy brain creativity reel here. As we're gonna spend the next 20-ish minutes salivating over how creative the new Bears head coach is. Are you ready?
I feel like we're going to have two types of audiences in this video, right? It's going to be the Detroit Lions with the Sarah McLachlan in the background watching this, like, I will remember you. Right? And then you've got the Chicago Bears sitting there with just Thunderstruck on, just ready, right? Bang it, bang! Like, just so excited to finally see an offense that's going to come in and do something more than just the run up the middle play again and then let my quarterback sit at 11 yards and get sacked.
Yeah, what I have for you guys is it's a handful, and you could have pulled probably 15 or 20 other, but it's a handful of plays that show a flash of creativity. There's actually there's one in here for sure that's more of a simple concept that they just hammered teams with over and over. But we all saw when we did our divisional round breakdown, it was mostly from a Commander's perspective because holy crap, they went into Detroit, they slayed the Lions.
Yep.
But we all were on the text thread saying, okay, there was that one play. It was like a pitch to the left, and then it turned into a shovel pass.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most creative plays we've seen. So we'll start there, and then we'll look at a few plays here so Bears fans can get a little taste of what they're getting as a play caller here. And I still have questions about him as a head coach.
I do too.
But as a play caller, it's pretty undeniable how creative he was in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, I still plant my flag that he's going to be the longest tenured head coach out of this crew, but there's definitely some questions there because anytime someone's doing it for the first time, you're going to run into speed bumps along the way.
And you're dealing with some interesting characters on this team, so it'll be interesting to see how we can wrangle everybody up together.
Yeah, Caleb dude, I got the call and then I screamed in my car.
See, here's the thing that
Caleb.
I think that, like, Jay, I love you, and you know I do, and I think that you might be a little bit right, but I worry that the Lions have been doing this for so many years. They've been beating the shit out of people, and they've been like considering themselves these tough guys, and then every once in a while they'll throw something crazy out like a toss shovel pass, right? You know, that took years to grow them. There's tons of videos of Dan Campbell at training camp over the years. Like, we're so close, guys. Everyone's sweating. He's sweating. He's bleeding on his face. He's like, we're so close. Like, I don't know, Ben. Can you get tough like that? I don't know. Like, one of the reasons the Lions have such success is it's the mentality that they play with. It's this fuck you mentality. We're going to come out here, we're going to give the ball to him, then we're going to give it to him, then we're going to mess around over here, and then I'm going to go fucking deep to Jamison Williams. Like, there's so many things that play into their attitude. Can Ben bring that attitude to the Chicago Bears? Because I saw the Bears last year. They look like shit. That's a huge jump, dude. You and I both know that. It doesn't just happen overnight either. It's not like, we hired Ben Johnson. I suddenly know everything. It's like, you're really going to have to drill these dudes that the culture that they've had for the last 20 years is wrong.
That's why you bring a guy like Ben Johnson in and you sign him to the deal that you signed him to. You give him a long runway. You basically are telling him, as long as Caleb's under rookie contract, you're going to be here. Right? You have the next 4 years because he's under team control for another 4 years. Right? You have 4 years to get this thing right. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I agree with you. It's going to take a year, maybe 2 years. But I do think he's a talented enough guy from an X's and O's standpoint that he'll be able to get this team right. But I agree, when you're leading men, it's different. It's different than just going in the whiteboard and being a mad scientist.
Yep.
I love the leader of men.
Dude, it's my number one qualification for a head coach.
It's also very vague and nebulous and hard.
No, it's not. I know what a leader of men does. He says what he says and does what he does.
You know it when you see it, kind of a thing.
For sure.
Like, you got to be. You know
who's not. It's very easy to see who's not. Anyways, what do we got?
Sorry, Jaguars. So let's roll some of this. By the way, if you're new here, welcome into the O-line committee. We got 15, 16 years of NFL trenches experience here. Jeremiah Sirles and Alex Boone. I am Phil Mackey. I played football in middle school. Let's roll this.
Let's do it.
Click that like button and the subscribe button, too. Thank you, guys.
2x2.
Pitch, shovel with the puller. Like, this is this is nightmare fuel for a linebacker, right? Look at Frankie Louvu right there, hands on his hips.
It's a rough game for
Maybe this
for
is why
number 4
Frankie
there.
was so mad from the week after.
I mean, watch Bobby Wagner. So before we watch in the background, just watch what Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu have to read, right? So first, he's reading Montgomery. Frankie Louvu is reading 73, right? So they see toss action. Linebackers, when they see toss action, are taught to run, right? Look at Wagner. He's like, oh shit, I have to get outside, right? Like I have to get outside here. They're leaving 2 guys unblocked on the edge here, right? Blitzer and defensive end.
Is that Jonathan Allen? Looks like it.
I think so, right? And so they immediately think, oh, outside, right? Like get him out, cut him out. And then look at this gaping hole that it comes in here. And then there's Ragnow, there's Glasgow, and then there's the rookie undrafted free agent, Christian Mahogany, pulling around. And then just the shovel pass.
Oh, there's the
Boom.
play.
Oh,
Get in
and
there,
guess who's
Jameson.
down there
Get
blocking?
in there, Jameson.
Touch him.
Get in there.
Touch him. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
pillow fight.
That's
I mean,
what
it's just
will
the
be.
eye candy. First of all, I'm pretty sure Taylor Decker completely whiffs.
Well, it does. We don't know. That's how good the play is. We have no idea if he's right or wrong.
It's just so hard to be right when there's this.
You know
much
what this is?
movement going
This
on.
this is like a pitch to a stutter, which is insane because you have 2 different plays happening at the same time, but the defense only sees the first one. The second one is so hidden, and we create this amazing wall with Glasgow and Ragnow that if we can just get Mahogany around, dude, Amon-Ra, find the lane and roll, baby. I mean, honestly, if Jameis Williams gets in this block, this might be
It's a
a
touchdown, right? But that's why you don't pay those guys to block, right? Get on your horse. We've seen how fast you are. Now just go get in front of
What are
this
you
guy.
doing? Get in there.
If he makes contact first with the safety there, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a
right?
touchdown.
Dude.
But this is what. So, I mean, how does a play like this even get concocted, where you would decide to run something like this in a game? Obviously, not year 1 of install for an offense, right?
No, did you know how much time this took to put in? And you know how many guys are probably like, wait, you want to do what? You want to pitch the ball and then
You
pitch
also
it back in?
you have to have so much trust in number 5.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like the amount of trust. And I do think that Ben Johnson at times gets a little bit too much trust in his players. Right? Like when you're putting
we
the
saw
ball
it.
Yeah.
in Jameson Williams' hands, a throw in a big time game.
Triple covered.
Right? There's a little bit of like risk reward that comes with these types of plays, but it really comes down to having a lot of faith and a lot of trust in the players that you're asking to do these things.
Well, you'll see some more trust here.
There he is,
Flea flicker
Laporta.
here from
Get him.
against Dallas early in the season.
Oh.
I think wasn't this one of the games where they were? I think they were beating the brakes off
Dominant.
Dallas, and they just threw a flea
Dominant.
flicker in there on tape just because
Why
they
not?
can.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, so you line up in an obvious the Whirlybird by Frank Ragnow.
Love the Whirlybirds.
The Whirlybird. So this is called a Whirlybird technique, and I know it sounds stupid, but watch the center. Right, center goes.
Whirlybird around.
He goes 1, 2, 3, play side, protect my play side gap. Right, 1, 2, 3, boop, and then you got to turn all the way around, and now you're the personal protector of the quarterback.
You catch the next guy coming out.
Yep.
Dude, it's hard. It's really hard. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a feeling.
Turning your back to a defense is a terrifying thing.
It's kind of scary.
Right? It's terrifying because you never know what's going to be there when you turn around.
Oh.
Right? Is Mozzie Smith going to be coming down the pipe? Right? Did someone forget to block the defensive end? Right? And you're just like, please don't have anyone right there. But again, tons of trust in 5, tons of trust in 14. And then obviously just a well-designed. If you go back to the wide and watch how the tight end leaks out here late, like he starts, right? He starts in a block. It looks to the linebackers and to the
triple.
safety. This looks like a combination block called a triple between the tackle and the tight end, which then just causes him to panic. Like right here, he's thinking run, right? You're thinking, okay, that's a run block fit.
And you see the pitch,
Yep.
which is great.
Run block fit here. And then as he leaks out late, he just gets lost.
It's kind of crazy. Like he's behind the line of scrimmage when Goff gets this ball.
Yeah, and look how many people can see him. And everyone's
See,
looking at who?
where-
Montgomery.
where's the helmets, right?
See?
No one's, and that's what's the
And then these dudes are down
deception.
here, right? They're
Yeah, the deception of this play is crazy, right? And then you see the panic drop right there. Of once you're even with him, you know you're toast.
And you know what else makes this play is O-line. This is such a long play And it is hard at times, but it becomes a little bit easier because we're all kind of running together. And so as long as you're like, hey, listen, as long as no one increases the dam, we should be good. It's a great job up front. And like Jay said, it's a great job of deception. See how Laporta looks like he's just kind of like, I'm just here tripling. Oversight's like, oh, shit, it's a reverse. Oh, no, it's not. Like, I don't even think then he has him. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He saw Montgomery first.
Yep.
Dude, man, just beautiful.
So much eye candy.
But again, it's not, to Boone's point early. I think people see plays like this, and not to like denigrate Ben Johnson, because it is super creative and he's drawn stuff up that nobody else is. But to run plays like this, the first 2 plays, you need a top 5 offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You need trustworthy, skilled weapons everywhere. Trustworthy maybe being the most important word there. And also, like, you need a quarterback that can command and work on schedule with some of these passing plays. And that's a question with Caleb too. So you don't just like, he's going to do the same thing in Chicago. There's going to be a process here.
Oh, absolutely. There's the whirly bird.
See, this is another one. This is more of a basic, this is a play action, and you're just running a route against the grain of where the run action is. But I feel like you saw this 8 times a game when you watch the Lions offense.
I mean, go back. Look
Just
how
watch
much
the
they all suck
linebackers.
up. Watch all the linebackers run up, dude. We're playing checkers and they're playing chess. Look at this.
Boom.
They're
Ball
overthinking
downhill.
everything. They're gone. 33 has no idea it's not a
23
run.
picks
Boom.
his own guy,
No.
right?
What do? They watch film and they go, these guys are going to suck up here the minute we start running this ball. And then it's going to open up everything else. This is just being smart. It really is. This is almost so simple.
It is. This is as simple as a play as you can have. Everyone's run to your right. It's a naked, right? Everyone's just running, protecting their play side gap. And then the whirly bird there by Glasgow, right? Boom. Get on Josh Allen. Is that Hines Allen? I don't remember.
Are you thinking this is more waggle?
No,
naked.
it's not. It's not waggle because.
But it's not naked because he's not running.
But
He kind of pulls up.
Waggles run weak though,
Yeah.
right? This is.
And
I
the
don't
whirly
know.
bird pulls me out of it too because I'm like, we would
Yeah.
never whirly. But
We would
you know
never
what?
whirly
What we're
bird
saying is they're making it look really simple, right? Like we're just gonna hand this ball off over here to Jahmyr Gibbs. Everybody's like, get him! And then all of a sudden, Jameis Williams is like, I'm just gonna come out the back end over here because this guy ran into this guy because he's an idiot.
You're also
What do you think?
really,
23 said to 30 after this, bro. My bad.
You're
My
also
bad, bro.
really banking on 41, not just flying up the field, right? And just going up there and just being in the quarterback's face right away.
So look at all that fucking grass, dude.
And this is all set up, obviously, when you have one of the best running games in the NFL.
Yep.
The linebackers maybe over pursue. Look at this.
Flea flicker.
No, this is a hook and lateral, baby.
This is the hook and ladder,
hook and
dude.
ladder.
I am putting this play in next year for my team. I am
Dude,
so excited.
for your
Do you trust
12-year-olds.
them? I think they're 13 now, Jay.
They're 13.
Oh yeah, real trustworthy age.
Welcome to the vitamin T world. They had a lot of attitude. Look at that. Dude, you said it. There's a lot of trust. To toss this ball in the middle of the field while everyone's chasing you backwards.
I want to hold on. Go to the wide one more time. How
Yeah.
far does Jameson Williams have to come for this? Right. That's the crazy piece. Is just the amount of distance that he covers. Like, first of all, you got to trust 14 to win on the slant. Right.
Seriously, Jameis Williams.
Right. So
By the way, no
14
one's
wins on
covering
the
him.
slant.
No one's fucking
I
covering
really don't
Jameson
understand why you just leave.
You
want to
know why
wide
people
open,
got fired there? Yeah. Now you fucking know.
Leave number 9 and then just boop.
Oh! Dude, look at those guys. Look at 30. 30 got stuck in mud. He literally was like, no way this just fucking happens.
Yeah,
Watch this from
his
behind.
brain went blue screen of death.
Blue
Also,
screen.
dude, here's the crazy thing. I don't know what the score is at this time in the game, but this is a regular season game against Jacksonville at your own 35-yard line. It's a 1st and 10, and they're dusting this playoff. Like I feel like this is something Andy Reid saves for. Hey, we're down by 3 in the AFC Championship game with 25 seconds left. Let's run that hook and ladder play with Travis Kelce and whoever else. But they just busted out.
Dude, watch 30 on the outside.
Ankles.
Oh, get the plane turned around, son.
Let's look at it one more time from the
So
end
pretty.
zone here.
I mean, I think we
Poor
can all
Jay
state
Waters,
that the
man.
real problem is that you're not guarding number 9 running across the field. This dude's just whoop,
He's so
Boom.
fast.
so fast. I
All
swear,
right.
if he didn't
Deep
hump the
red.
end zone, he'd be a good receiver.
Yeah. He just likes giving away money.
You don't say.
In the deep red here. Little reverse.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wait, no, we're going to
God.
just throw it to Jared Goff,
To
actually.
Jared Goff. The
Probably got
slowest.
two guys open. There's two
throws
guys
it into
open
the
on
end
this.
Yeah, he could have hit Amon-Ra too. Or
See
not
that?
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra was wide open.
It was
Let's
James
go back
Williams. Because Amon-Ra's throwing, yeah. Watch Williams down here at the bottom too. He settles.
All alone.
Oh,
First of all, he
Gets
gets absolutely
smoked.
jacked at the line.
Destroyed.
Welcome to the big time, my friend. You're used to being out on the edge. Yeah, this guy wants to hurt you.
Hey, just chip this guy on your way out. Yeah, sure, coach. I got it. Dude, he's wide fucking open, too. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Is that a
what was this move by the defensive back? Or the
desperation? Desperation.
Just
Like,
can't let Jared Goff catch this ball.
Yeah, this is one of those. It's like I'm about to get mossed by Jared Goff. No way.
Yeah, man. This is...
Right. So hold on. One important piece here. Watch when they go in motion. Right. So this is a killed play. Right. So Goff pulls them in motion, and they need a specific look. Right. So when they get the look that they want, right. So they bring him across as a pre-snap indicator motion. Right. They all bump, so he knows it's not man coverage. Right. It's a zone coverage scheme now. So as he's here, see how he goes, we're good, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's the other piece of this offense that's so important is the quarterback has to know when to get out of these plays and not run them because they can be disasters, and when to stay in the plays and make sure that they're going to be okay.
Is Caleb ready for that responsibility?
Pause right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many guys are in the screen here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there 9 guys?
10. 10 if you count
10
this guy
guys
right here.
in this side. That just shows how much respect for the run game this team has. Right? Look at
1, 2, 3,
all of them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys.
Yeah, there's 10 guys over there. Like, so there's nobody besides on this side of the hash.
Put this on a poster.
No.
The new logo.
Jared Goff, baby, receiving touchdown.
Is Caleb, because that's the thing, man. Like Jared Goff is, and there's more where that came
Grizzled
from.
vet. Grizzled
Can do
vet.
more of these, but yeah, he's on schedule. He's accurate. He commands the intermediate range, and Caleb, even in college, has not. I mean, he's been excellent, but it's more off schedule, improv, use your mobility, right? So can you mold him a little, but then leave some room for some improvisation? I feel like that's going to be the biggest challenge.
How do you
Yes.
do it? You draw it up great, right? Like we just saw the hook and ladder. You start drawing up plays like that and creating space for guys and getting guys open. All of a sudden, the quarterback's world starts to open up, and he's like, "Wow, that's a lot easier." Instead of everyone just running hitches and then everyone seeing it and being like, "Fuck, 1, 2, shit, tack, boom." Like that's why he bends so good. He creates space with everyone. He creates this huge illusion. Oh, it's a big run. Watch this, and everyone's like, "Gotta get the running back." And then all of a sudden, they're like, just fucking with you. Here it goes.
Well, I'm also super curious to see what Ben Johnson's quarterback run game is, right? Because Caleb can run, right? I mean, you don't want to make a living out of it. He's not
No.
Lamar. He's not Jaden Daniels, right? But he can move and run and do all those things. So I'm curious to see kind of what wrinkles he has that he was never able to do with Jared Goff, right? Like, what does he take from the Ravens and like what Bo Nix did this year or Josh Allen does? Like, what kind of wrinkles does he bring into that game? Because I think that could be really interesting as well to see the pairing of the creativity and not just the passing game, but also the quarterback run game when you need a 3rd and 3 and you want to spread them out and that Caleb's legs can be a weapon. That's going to be really interesting to follow this year as well, what he installs for that.
Yeah, man. That division remains fascinating going into 2025.
Well, someone tagged, I don't know if you guys saw it, someone hit us on our O-line Instagram, our O-line committee, when we did the what's more likely, Eberflus to get fired or the Bears to make the playoffs, and all of us were like, well, the playoffs, I mean, that roster's pretty good. So I was like, oh, that aged well, didn't it? We're like,
Sure did.
Man.
Not our greatest take. Not our greatest take.
Delete.
Yeah.
We were hacked. We were hacked.
To be fair,
It's
they were
AI.
stacked. They were stacked more than most teams. So for them not to make it, really,
I think we
bad.
underestimated the Eberflus flu. So
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, they were 4-2 and then didn't win a game for like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. So, well, Bears fans, you've got a creative offensive mind to be excited about. I know you've been excited about hires in the past, so it is, you feel like, oh, yeah, this is finally the guy. Maybe it is. We'll find out. But yeah, you got a talented quarterback, you got a talented offensive minded coach, and you got some other talent on the roster. So, all right, boys, Jeremiah Sirles, Alex Boone, Phil Mackey. Click that like button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed this episode, and tell a couple football loving friends about the O-line committee. We'll see you next time.